Hello, hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Shrit Space here, and I'm so happy that you took out some time and you're listening to me. I can already hear some couple of people already saying the introduction in the same format as me. And if you did, write down in the comments below saying, hey, I have learned your intro or something around those lines. But yeah, I loved today's topic. I have already read it through. This is not the first time that I would be reading it, but generally I do read it with you guys together. Today's topic is really interesting, and a quick note that the timestamps of the topic of speaking tree as well as sacred space, also the designated and related journal prompts will be in the description below. So you can head over to the description if you are not really interested to listen to the introduction part. But yeah, this is me, Shrit Space here, and we talk about manifestation, spirituality, speaking tree, and also the sacred space. So let us not waste time and quickly move through. Today's topic is when the skies gather their white robes to retreat. And today is the 19th of September. It is written by Partha Sinha. When the first drops of rain touch the earth, it is not only the parched soil that responds, the mind too is stirred. Something hidden behind begins to move. The dust of the summer settles and its place rises in stillness. A stillness that demands we pause and listen to ourselves. Too often we reduce monsoon to chai, pakoras, and Kishore Kumar's pleasant rituals. No doubt, but not the truth of this season. Monsoon is not entertainment, it is revelation. It does not merely flood streets, it floods the mind and the memories, questions, and the longings that lie dormant through the hard summers of our lives. That is why our tradition gave rain not just poems but ragas. Megh, Malhar, Mayankit Malhar. Each one of the philosophy is in the sound. Megh moves in deep contemplation, notes, slow arch of descent and ascent, like clouds gathering way before breaking. Malhar is more relentless, weaving sharp oscillations, the way lightning spits the sky. The Miyanki Malhar combines both and gravitates of thunder and the release of the downpour. To hear these ragas is to realize that the music can carry weather inside it. The reminders that rain is not only water, it is also mood, emotions, and metaphysics. The poet knew this Kalidas cloud messenger was not merely a plot device, it was a recognition that clouds carry not just water but yearning. Tagore's rainy day song were not only puddles on the ground but pedals of the soul. Kabir heard in the meetings of the clouds and the earth the same joy as the meeting of the seeker and the divine. The rain enters the imagination not as a scenery but as presence. Beyond potholes and traffic jams, beyond floods and disruptions, lies this deeper truth of monsoon. It is not only about greenery in the fields but also greenery of thoughts. When the skies darken, the inner world too becomes fertile. Ideas germinate, questions rise, even sorrow, long unacknowledged, asks for their turn to speak. There is a peculiar intimacy in rain. No barrier can keep us fully untouched. And when the drops insist on reaching us, we find ourselves exposed. And in that exposure, more real, the thunder outside may unsettle us, but it only stripes away our curtains. It compels us to confront our parts, those of ourselves we usually avoid. That is why monsoon is not just a season, it is a teacher, showing that depth is born of relentless and the reflection arrives only when the familiar is broken. And now, as the monsoon begins its slow retreat and the sky gathers its white robes and drifts apart like a monk who has finished his chants, fields will dry, potholes will crust, and yet somewhere inside us the rain lingers, soft as an echo, patient as a question, feeling long after the clouds have gone. I loved this one, I don't know why, and honestly, it sounded so poetic. Or maybe it sounded poetic in my mind, but yes, do let me know if I read it in a poetic manner. But yes, I really, really loved it. Also, I think I will add a description. I mean, I will add a link of this particular speaking tree in the description below. And if anyone is wondering which particular page is it on, it is generally on the 18th page of Times of India newspaper. If you do want to read through, I am currently reading it from the same. I'm very old school in that manner, so no digital, only through the newspaper. Okay, okay. So now let's go to the sacred space. This one is written by Kalidas. Yesterday is but a dream. Tomorrow is only a vision, but today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. So interesting, loved this one too. But I think today I'm going to be very honest and say that the secret space was so much more interesting to read through, so lovely. I think I'm gonna read it one more time again because it just sounded so good. And somewhere around me, for me personally, it just felt quite relatable. Do you guys think this is relatable too for you guys? Do let me know in the description below. And yeah, thank you for taking up time. This was a very quick read.